yourselves as we help the medium get out of the way. She is sort of laughing because she had to try to clear her mind. So many conversations as always. You don't realize what it takes to allow us to be here. And her mind is very, sometimes stubborn. Holds on to things just as you all do. Just as when you go to sleep at night, sometimes things go through your mind for a little while until you can quiet the mind enough to fall asleep. It is the same with her with this process. See yourselves bathed in the divine energy, this golden light from above. And a green light coming from your Earth Mother below, up through your lower chakras. And these two lights merging in the heart space, swirling into the purple. Or is it? What does green and yellow make? You'll figure it out. Just allow these energies to flow. You are connected to your Earth Mother and your divine Creator at the same time. Always. There is no separation. Even when you feel as such by your thoughts. And with a simple intention in your day, if you feel out of alignment or out of sorts, as you say, you can simply take a breath, close your eyes, and visualize these energies coming from above and below, through your main channel, through your main chakra system, and merging in the heart space to center you. So allow your hearts to fill with these energies and expand. Continue to fill up and expand out the torsion field of your heart space. You all know what this is? Yes? No? Your heart field? You know what it looks like, generally? Okay? So feel these energies coming in from above and below. And when they merge in the heart space, they begin to expand out, filling that torsion field, expanding and expanding, rotating, swirling. We sense someone may not quite be familiar. Think of yourself inside an inner tube. That is the shape, or a donut. But the hole is very narrow. It is the energy channel. And allow that torsion field to become wider and stronger as the energies continue to build. And just feel the expansion. Feel how great your sensitivities are from the heart. For your heart senses, we shall say, not danger, but surprises, someone from behind, energies coming into your space before you actually see a person, perhaps, or even spirit. Your heart space, this torsion field, senses it before the mind. In many of the sessions we have been focused on the thoughts and the energetic field created by the mind. Because that is the magnetic transmitter. Your heart is a sensing magnetic type field. The energy field of the mind is generated by the brain, your thoughts, and the frequencies generated by those thoughts gets transmitted out into your mental body, the mind, as an energy field, going in all directions simultaneously. So at this point, on one side of the planet, your transmission reaches the other side of the planet at the same time. We have not mentioned this before, have we? It goes in all directions, and we shall just say space, but it is space and time. Simultaneously. And so if you think of yourselves or visualize yourselves as these sort of like your cell tower transmitters, though not dangerous. It is not a radiation. You are the most powerful, you have the most powerful transmitter and receiver in the universe. Every single one of you and everyone on this world. Many do not know how to use it consciously. They are walking around transmitting gibberish all the time. And also transmitting frequencies that are in disalignment. And they wonder why they have miscreations or dis-ease. It is because of the frequency that is being created from within them and transmitted from them. And when you understand this, you may be thinking, oh my, what am I transmitting? Yes, this is why once you understand and accept 100% responsibility that you have created everything in your life, because only you know how you feel. Only you create your thoughts. It is all you. It is every person who has come before you has done the same. Think of the examples in your history. The airplane, for example. When it was first conceptualized, those who had the image in their mind and the knowingness that it was possible, they did not listen to the doubters, because those people could not see it in their mind. Their consciousness was not at that awareness level. But with focused intention, followed by action, the creation materialized and was perfected. Everything started with a thought, with an image, with a desire, a strong desire within them to materialize what they were seeing within their mind. Where that thought came from is another story. For there are many ideas implanted from the spirit realm to your scientists or musicians. And that is how the information becomes materialized and manifested and you evolve. But the same goes for when you visualize or focus on, imagine something bad happening. Oh, this might happen. Oh, worry about this, worry about that. You know many people who worry and complain and they assume and focus and discuss and talk about the possibility of things that might go wrong. Yes, you know these people.
Yes.
And you all, including this medium, have been there at one point to levels of degrees until you realized you're wasting your time and energy. Because if you are creating something by your focus, because you always are, you were just not taught this. And the higher realms, off of this school planet, as you call it, their thoughts are instantly materialized. And so if you think of it as you are in training grounds, this is like the playground to practice, to refine, to tune, until you learn to truly manage your thoughts and your focus. Because if every thought you had, or concern, or this or that, materialized instantly, there would be chaos. And so everything on this world, in this density, is slowed down with the illusion of time to assist you in having this experience, to learn and to grow, to fine-tune your awareness and awaken your own consciousness to your power as a co-creator. You are sparks of your creator, and you have every ability. Hear these words. You have every potential, the same as your creator within you. Your creator who created the universe and planets and stars and beings and life. You have that ability as well. But so many thousands of years, you have been told that you are worth less, not good enough, incapable. And why? Because the ones who would rather have you focus on creating the world in their perspective of fear and power and control and all of those vibrations that you all are aware of and are, we shall say, rising above. Every person on this world is creating the reality that you walk in. As soon as enough, we shall just say, people awaken to their power that we are discussing here, and you realize that you're not playing the game that was imposed on your ancestors and your parents and yourself up until your awareness came to a certain point, that the game was imposed on you to limit you, and an illusion that you could achieve success or achieve whatever you wanted within limits. Once you have raised your awareness above this state, you are awakened. And you refuse, as this medium's friend says, I don't play by the rules anymore. You create the rules for your lives. Yes, the honor another person's life, that sort of thing. Those are basic, we will not call them rules, they are principles of life and respect and honor. But once you raise your conscious awareness to a point where you will no longer, we shall say, blindly be stuck in the game, as many of your friends are, many of this world are, then what happens? You consciously are aware that you are creating And now you are thinking to yourselves, what do I want to create? Because if this is my life, up until now, well, okay, I was just learning some of this stuff, and I know what I don't want anymore, so what do I really want? And when you begin to go, look inside, and truly discover what brings you joy, and what you wish to feel like every day, filled with gratitude and appreciation, and surprise, and joy, laughter. Yes, you will still have a little trip up here and there because there are many others on this world who are here to, we'll say, fine-tune you. From their experience, you have to deal with other human being emotions, and as well as your own. So you will be, test is a word, but let's just say you will have the opportunity, the challenge, yes. The challenges and opportunities will present themselves to help you fine-tune your alignment, your desires, and show you where you might still need some work to get rid of old patterns from the old game. Because you still might have some programs running that you're not aware of, and someone may come along as in a situation presenting you with an opportunity of awareness. The key is, will you notice it? And then, what will you do with the information that presents itself to you? Because many people are presented with opportunities to raise their awareness and they walk with blinders on. And so they continue in the same pattern. And you are here because you are not walking with blinders on, although sometimes some people may wish they still had them. Because if you know what you know now, there is no going back. You can't unknow what you know. It's as though you can't unknow your name once you know your name, or your address, or such. It is in your knowingness. It is part of your, you could call it knowledge bank. So once you have something in your knowingness, it is a part of you. It is a part of your frequency, down to the DNA level. So as you continue to learn principles and integrate them and truly know them, they become part of your frequency and they become part of your everyday experience. And that is analogous to not having to think about how you tie your shoelaces. You just do it. It's part of the knowledge bank. It's part of your frequency. And driving a car or whatever that you don't think about anymore. You don't analyze. You don't have to have this conscious awareness every step of the way. At some point, after practicing and becoming aware and implementing the mental changes, because these are mental choices. Your feelings tell you when you're out of alignment, and then you have to consciously choose a different thought. Consciously choose to feel different. Or smile and dance, or do something that changes your vibration. Whatever it is, you have to consciously make a choice. You understand, yes?
Yes.
The more often you catch yourself and acknowledge, remember to acknowledge that you have taught yourself something. So when a challenge presents itself and you notice, you become aware and you act on it consciously, acknowledge it. Say, I did it. Woohoo! Getting better. Whatever you want to say. But acknowledge it. Pat yourself on the back because it is recognition and it is in reinforcement that you are making progress. The same way you give positive reinforcement to train an animal or positive reinforcement to teach a child something. You don't beat the punishment tool that was used does not work. You know this. But you have been taught to beat yourselves up when you do something when you don't do something that you wish you had done, or you catch yourself making a mistake, and guess what? Mistakes are for lessons, and the lessons are to teach you, to help you fine-tune and to grow. There are no mistakes, there are only lessons. And when you see life as a game, go into it as, bring it on. I can handle anything. I've learned so much already, and I'm just going to keep learning and getting stronger, so bring it on. And the more aware you become, the easier your life flows. Because your conscious awareness is already integrated in your knowingness. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Good. What we have done as we have been asked this night. Now our blessings to you and other wishes to speak. I am going about the room, attending to you all now. The previous speaker, we shall say, shook some things loose to be released as you became more aware. So we are offering you healing now. There are teams. This medium is sensing angelic and natives with you now. So be aware of your thoughts at this time and your emotions. Mostly your thoughts, because you are already aligned. Continue to flow the energy from your Earth Mother and Creator, expanding your heart space, your torsion field, to support the love vibration. And from this space of awareness, simply see or observe. Observe is a better term. What was, we shall say, shaken loose while you listened to the teaching? Bring it into your awareness as though you were looking at a chalkboard or a whiteboard, and perhaps see the phrase or the issue as a picture or sentences, words in front of you playing out on that screen. Simply from a state of awareness. And then turn it over to your team of helpers when you are ready to integrate the knowledge and release the old pattern. So allow yourselves a few moments to see what comes up. Maintain your feet on the floor as you release also out your feet. And keep your eyes closed with this work. Continue to breathe and flow the energy to assist with the release work. Visualize a violet pillar in the center of the room. And anything that you are ready, transmute and release, toss it into the flames. And now allow your guides to present you with a gift. See yourselves opening your palms in front of you. Not literally, but we'll say your etheric hands. And allow yourselves to receive a gift to acknowledge the work you have done in shifting to another state. in recognition of your power and your divinity because you chose to do the work. You chose to rise to the challenge, and you chose to be greater than your thoughts and your emotions. For you are not your physical body, as you know. At a core level, you know you are not what is here in the room. And when you understand and know that you are so much more than what is here, using this physical form for an experience, you know that you are divine. You know that you are sparks of your Creator and that you are light beings temporarily having a physical experience in order to literally have the experience of waking up, making choices, fine-tuning your perspective, and fine-tuning your desires. Because you get the opportunity to learn this and perfect it and practice it in these physical forms. Because of the density and the illusion of linear time, you get to practice. And from the experiences, you learn the lessons, and it raises your consciousness in ways that are not possible from the spirit realm. Because with spirit, a thought instantly manifests. You think of being at a beach, you're there. You think of a family member to visit, you're there. Imagine what would happen on this earth plane if everyone's thoughts instantaneously materialized. Even for a handful of people, it would be chaotic. Because they don't know how to focus. And that is why when you waste energy and thoughts thinking about what might happen as something negative to worry about, you are creating, you are focusing your energy, your transmitter, on something you don't want. And why would you do that? If you don't want it, don't think about it. And that is where the awareness comes in. Because for so many years, all of you, including this medium, were taught to focus on what is not possible, what can't happen, what you think can happen, what might not be possible. But everything is possible if you believe in yourself and that you are limitless creators. Given the illusion of time so that you are given the opportunity to fine-tune your desires and continue, as you say, tweak them. So the closer you get, think of it as, one moment, the medium's thinking of an example. You go on a road trip. And you may know where you're going, but maybe you just have a general idea initially. And so you head out in a direction. And then somewhere on the road you see a sign for some sort of vista or special place that people like to visit coming up. And so you think, oh, well, there I go. That sounds like fun. Let's go there. But it wasn't on your radar. It wasn't in your plan when you left. And so if you're going on this journey, it is like this road trip. The farther along you go, you kind of have an idea where you're going, or you know the destination, but you're driving cross country. And you're going to see some sights along the way. And you might have a few that you want to see, but other than that, you're just going to, as you say, let fortune? What's the phrase? The medium is trying to think of it, but she cannot think of it. We'll just say let opportunity find you. So you go, and when you see one of these opportunities, you get excited, and it focuses your attention, and you go there. And you enjoy yourself, and then you get back on the road. And you go, and you're not quite sure where you're going, or you're thinking about the next destination that might be a day or two away, but there's a lot of things in between that could happen. And someone may be thinking negatively, no, opportunities. And so, life is like that. Every day, if you have now a general direction in which you intend to take yourself, allow the universe to present opportunities, surprises along the way that are in alignment with the vibration that you are transmitting. You're still going in the right direction. You're just having a little extra fun along the way. Just like the road trip. And when you acknowledge these synchronicities and these opportunities, you acknowledge that you are in alignment, and it reinforces the neural pathways that I'm doing it right. I'm doing the right, we don't want to use word. You're in alignment, is a better way. You are consciously going in the right direction for your vibration. You are in alignment with your desires. That is when the synchronicities show up, the surprises show up, things that make you smile show up. Occasionally there might be a little challenge or an opportunity to clarify your desires. And with the road trip analogy, think of it as a road closure or a bridge out of order. Then you get to choose which way to go, which way to reroute. You still know you're going in the right, wherever you want to go. You're still going to get to your destination, but you have to refocus. Because the way you thought you were going is not an option. And so things don't happen exactly as you thought they would. No surprise. It never happens as you think it will. That's part of the game. That's part of the journey. That's part of being open to allowing the universe to present the alignment and opportunities in ways you cannot imagine to match your vibration. If you accept that you do not know what you do not know, everyone say, I don't know what I don't know.
I don't know what I don't know.
Remind yourself of that every day and allow yourself to be open to unknown things coming to you. Surprises. Knowledge. People. Experiences. And when they happen, smile, laugh. This medium gets a kick out of the synchronicities, and she acknowledges them. The more often that you acknowledge them and the faster you acknowledge them, the more vibrational frequency you transmit, saying, give me more of this, this was fun. And you all like surprises, yes?
Yes.
You all like to have fun, yes?
Yes.
So when that happens in your life, acknowledge it, get excited, and transmit, woohoo, give me some more. Because that's what you are creating. That is how simple it can be. And allow the universe to match your vibration. what trips people up is they try to get detailed and decide and explain how everything's going to happen, when everything's going to happen, and that is what you have been taught erroneously, and that is what makes people not create. Because stuff doesn't happen when they thought it was supposed to happen, or, well, this didn't happen the way I thought it was supposed to happen, so there must be something wrong, and it must not be meant to happen, so they give up. Or it didn't happen in 2 months or 2 days or 2 years, so they quit their focus. And maybe they still hadn't gotten a few experiences to fine-tune their desires that would have gotten them to a better place than where they thought they were going. But they gave up on themselves because you were taught that things have to happen in a certain way or a certain time frame. And that is completely wrong. Throw it out now. Throw it in that fire. Anytime you ask yourself, well, when's that going to happen? How's that going to happen? Stop asking that. And stop asking why. Why do I need this? Why does that happen? Who cares why? It happens because you're aligned with it. That's why. And certain things will come into your experience when you are aligned for it. And that is the only reason that anything happens with you, is you are a vibrational match for your experience. That is the answer to everything. Even the people who get in car accidents. They're not going around going, I want a car accident, I want a car accident, I want a car accident. No. But they're probably driving around feeling frustrated, complaining about this and that and whatever, and getting all upset. And so when they get into a car accident, they have the same reaction. Go figure. They drew to them an experience that matched their frequency. So think about, this is how powerful you are. You are creating experiences, magnetizing them to you based on what frequencies you are transmitting. You are your own magnet. You are your own transmitter and receiver. Because what you put out, you get back. Law of attraction. This is why, for so many, we shall say months now, been longer, but we have been reinforcing, pay attention to how you feel. Monitor your thoughts. As soon as you feel out of alignment, check yourself. What am I thinking? Switch it. And practice switching constantly, consciously, to build that awareness. Because you are literally practicing tying your shoelaces. This loop over that one, yes, it is tedious initially. But when you have done it enough times, it becomes easier and it becomes more automatic. And this will happen faster if you clear the limiting beliefs and if you pay attention and release the blocks within yourself of what you have been taught that hold you back. Only you can make those choices, dear ones. We cannot, by your free will choice, change your thoughts for you or change your beliefs about who and what you're capable of. That is within each of you to do for yourselves. But it comes back to, if you are a spark of your Creator and you are capable and have the potential to create worlds, because you are on a minor scale compared to a planet, yes, but you are creating your own reality. Everything that happens on this world is being created by not only the individual consciousness, but the mass consciousness. And until enough of the individuals snap out of it and raise their consciousness and begin creating a different world, not only for themselves, but for all of humanity by their thoughts and their intentions, and they stop playing the game, will you see change on this world. And it doesn't take, as you say, the tipping point of the 50% or the 51%. It is a consciousness shift, a ripple effect. Because all who came before you used their creative abilities, their consciousness, to create the world that you are living in now. And so if it's not working for you, and we all know it's not working for any of you, you all know that things should be different, things will be different, and you're biding your time until world changes happen, but it's not the world that's going to change. It is you who must change within yourself first. That is the inner shift that must occur. One individual at a time. One consciousness at a time. And as each soul awakens and begins to create through their thoughts and their vibrations and their intentions and their visualizations and their imagination, a world that they want to live in. Not that they already have lived in. The same old, same old. Until that happens and you begin to create what you wish to see in the world, which means you must create it within yourself first. You can't ask for world peace if you are not at peace yourself. You can't ask for humanitarianism and oneness if you feel separate from others. So you must create these shifts within yourself first and then live them. Vibrate them. And then that vibration gets put into the so-called matrix and begins to grow and be created and materialized. But it starts within each individual, changing their own perspective of reality to create the world they want within themselves first. And this is what you're all beginning to do. So pat yourselves on the back and smile, because you are starting to really own your power. And you are only at the tip of the iceberg, dear ones. There is so much that you are capable of, and the more you raise your awareness and the more you get into these and integrate the higher frequencies that are coming onto your world at this time, the more you will enjoy your lives. You will be able to, this medium's thinking of herself, she's more, some of you may observe, and she's kind of going, well, okay, yes and no. Okay, fine, you're talking about me again. Sometimes she's not very emotional. When it's her dogs, yes. But she acts more as an detached observer. Even though the human emotions are there when her heartstrings with her dear ones here. But that is with the news, with whatever is going on. She has learned to be a compassionate observer with compassionate detachment, because reacting in anger or judgment only lowers her vibration and yours as well. And so when you can hold a space of compassion, regardless of what you see and hear of the negativity going on in your world, because it is coming up to be healed. Okay, we just gave her a thought and she doesn't like it, but it's very graphic and you will understand. It is like the pus of something that's oozing out and it's disgusting. It has to, like a boil, it has to be popped and it has to be cleared out before it can be lanced and sealed. That is what is occurring on your world. The darkness, the ugliness must be released which means it must be seen before it can be cleansed. It must be seen. It must be brought into the light. And so reacting negatively to what ugliness you are seeing is not staying in the light. It is not holding compassion. And compassion is an easier vibration than unconditional love for everyone. Start there. Have compassion for your fellow human beings who are going through turmoils. And remember, on a soul level, they signed up for these experiences just as you signed up to have lessons, so did everyone else. And if that helps you to be detached and have compassion, but not react and drop your vibration, then use that fact. This medium uses that often to remind herself when something starts, she starts feeling herself to get upset about, usually the only thing that can really upset her is when it's animal related. But that's the same way with many of you. But even the animals chose to have experiences and learn and come into this physical form. Because they're not afraid to make the transition. They are used to it. They know their wholeness. They are here to help you remember and to stay in alignment. That is why the pets bring people so much joy. It makes you feel good, which makes you feel aligned. And you are aligned. It just reminds you of that fact and the unconditional love. So remember that when you see and hear things going on in your world, and more will be coming, we are just giving you heads up to plant the seed, to have compassionate detachment. Bathe everyone in compassion, for they are all your fellow human beings, and they are all energetically part of the one Creator. And on some level, they chose to have this experience, perhaps to shift humanity's consciousness. There's no way to know. But there are no accidents. Everything is orchestrated in divine timing. So trust and stay in compassion and love and light for yourselves. Maintain the flow of energy from your Creator and the connection to your Earth Mother Gaia, so that you are grounded, so that you cannot be toppled over by the enormity of what information and the experiences that will be unfolding in the coming months and years. You are needed to be the grounding posts and the light bearers for the others who will awaken later. So your awareness and your fine-tuning of your consciousness is happening now, because there have to be those who come before to teach the others. And so we honor you and thank you for being here and walking this path and choosing to hold the light and compassion and do the work that you signed up for before you came into these bodies. Remember that light and love are who you are. Nothing can stamp out the light. It's always there. It may look dim, but that's just because the dimmer switch has been turned way down. But you know where to turn it on. Simply by raising your vibration, by smiling or dancing or whatever it is. It is so simple, dear ones, and you know how to do it so many different ways, so many different tools. It is all about practiced, conscious awareness. And your guides, your team, you each have so many helpers supporting you on this journey. Know that your path ahead is full of amazing experiences. Focus on the joy. Focus on creating from excitement. And allow the universe to bring you those surprises and those synchronicities, and then celebrate and dance and sing, whatever. And realize as you keep getting more synchronicities, it's validating your progress. It's like getting, this medium's laughing, when you were little kids in school, you got gold stars. You understand? You're giving yourself gold stars, and it's the universe's confirmation that you are, it's like high-fiving yourself. So acknowledge it and celebrate your path, your divinity, and your shifting into your power. You are doing very well on your journey, and each of you is at different stages. And that is because each one has their own journey. So we ask you not to compare yourselves with anyone else, because you don't know what you don't know. Right?
Right.
Okay, good. Our blessings to you.